Greetings, viewers. This is CP666 signing on for a video of this HP Vectra 486-33U. I think I have taken a look at this before, but suffice it to say, this thing is going to be getting a different hard drive because I want the SCSI controller for the other Vectra, the other EISA Vectra, the 66U. And since I need to reload the operating system on this thing anyway, since I don't think I really did anything with respect to that, might as well, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just fire it up and see what kind of state the software is in before I really do a whole lot with this, just because I want to know. And I would kind of like to save the contents of the hard drive as well, if I can at all do so. I also am going to need to decide what exactly it is that I'm going to run on this thing, because, again, I don't really know at this particular point in time what I'm going to do with it. Okay, so I apologize for the really crappy camera angle. There's not a whole lot that I can really do about that. I gotta figure out a better position for this monitor. And, well, probably not so much the monitor, but that security camera that you can see in plain sight probably needs to go in a better place. I need to mount that permanently. I'll get to it eventually, but for right now, I've got this to work on. I hope it's not actually turned on. But, so, okay, here we go. Flick the switch on it. See if it still actually happens to work. Ooh, that was a little concerning. Here we go. Not sure how well you can see that. Oh, it's actually got 4 megabytes of memory. Moving on up in the world, I guess. Oh, that's amazing. I did not realize that the, that's actually still good. Alright, so it's running DOS 6.2. So, fair enough. So I'm going to just go ahead and shut this down now. I'll pop the cover, and I'm going to remove the SCSI card and the SCSI hard drive and install an IDE one. So I'll be right back, thanks to the magic of videotape. Okay, here is the existing configuration. This has a floppy controller on it, which I just noticed now. I'm going to have to find an IDE ribbon, although I don't think that's a big deal. I think I still have the one from the Wang 386 sitting out. So it's going to end up in here. And I got to replace that drive. Here's the old drive, which you can see, or could see before the focus lost the plot. It's a Connor Peripherals drive. This will be the new one, which, yes, it's got a Seagate sticker on it, but it's not a Seagate drive. Well, it is, but it's not. You can see that Swift right there with that model number. This is another one of those rebadged Imprimis drives from back when Seagate bought Imprimis from Control Data Corporation. So, similar to the buyout with Maxter, they just took the existing products and relabeled them until they ran out. So, there you go. I know Maxter did that when they got Quantum's hard drive manufacturing business. So, in any event, I'm going to install this. I've gone ahead and got some Torx screws because since this machine uses mostly Torx screws anyway, I might as well make them all Torx. I've removed the card there, the EISA card. It's probably going to be very upset with me for doing that, but I've installed blanks, so we should be pretty much good to go after I go ahead and install this drive. Okay, let's see how unhappy it is when I power this up. Ooh. It's making that noise. There's an error board with the system, or an error with the system board now. That's kind of interesting. So we'll go ahead and we'll press enter. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's unhappy about the fact that the SCSI card is not there anymore. Here's the EISA configuration utility. I've got 5 minutes left on this tape. Please do not take all my time. Alright. Let's configure the computer. Run the configuration utility. Okay, so we're going to have to take a look at the disk parameters, it looks like. Choose from a list of drive types. Edit custom parameters. I'm going to go ahead and look up the drive specs, and I'll go ahead and I'll update this. Because there should be a set of translated CHS parameters that'll work for this. Okay, I went ahead and changed it. I forgot to show it. Oops. So we'll go ahead and we'll save the configuration. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. We'll hit enter. And let's see what it happens to do. Input not supported. Are we okay? Oh, that's good now. 4 megabytes of memory. Looks like we're good to go. Missing operating system. Well, of course it is. So, now I'm going to have to install DOS. And I'm going to have to decide which version of DOS to install. Okay. Based on a rough estimate at the age of this computer, I believe that it is from, say, 1991, somewhere around there. I'm going to go ahead and install MS-DOS 5. If the disk will boot. Okay, well, I did manage to get it to boot DOS 622. So, that is, I guess, what we are going to go ahead and do. Press enter to continue. Continue to replace the current version of DOS. Those settings are correct. Install to C. Hang on a minute. F3 to exit. I want to exit. Because I want to check the status of this hard drive. So I'm going to run fdisk. Because I think... Continue because I really don't care. I might actually change this. No. Only option's French, so nope. Those settings are correct. Install to CDOS. And we'll let it go. Hopefully it will not take too long to do this. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll do that. We'll reboot the machine. And probably run out of tape. But I'm going to have to decide what to do after this. Missing operating system. Oh, that's pretty annoying. So, what do you do when the drive decides it's not going to work? You replace the drive, which is what I did. So what this now has in it is, what is the model on that? I think it's a Quantum ProDrive LPS, I think. 240 megabyte drive, which you might be able to just barely hear. Yeah, 244 megabytes total disk space. Okay, so we'll try and wrap this up here. You can see I've got it pretty well cleaned up. I'm probably going to get a little bit more heavy-handed with it. It's got Windows on it. I've gone ahead and installed the video driver. I might just remove pretty much everything from this, because none of it is anything that I really care about. And it's not like there's any personal data that's been left behind. Well, actually, that's not true. There is a little bit. But anyway, I think I'm going to conclude it with that. There's not anything else that I really need to talk about. So that's it for this Vectra. Stay tuned for the next video, or a video coming up at least, where we take a look at the other one and get it all configured with the new hard drive. The SCSI card and whatever from this one is going to go into that.